Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Imagine driving down the road in the middle of the night. You're going, let's say you're going speed limit, 45 miles an hour. And out of the corner of your eye, you catch two yellow dots. Now you try to slam on the brakes, but it's too late, and you hit the deer. Now this costs you thousands of dollars in damages to your car, and possibly injures you. I've heard many stories like this, and I've seen the damages caused by deer accidents, because there's an overpopulation in this area. According to the Pennsylvania Game Commission, deer hunting is down 11% compared to other years, which also affects the deer population as it's going back up again. Now these large deer populations can cause they run out the road and cause damage to your car. They also cause damage to each other through starvation. They cause damage to their environment, and can even give diseases to humans. Now the only feasible solution currently at this time is hunting. Now the first big problem that we encounter with this overpopulation of deer is car accidents. In 2008, a website, caraccidents.com, a group of insurance agencies, compiled a list of claims of that year. They said there was over 1.5 million accidents due to deer collision. The estimated cost was over $1 billion. Also, there was 150 deaths and 10,000 injuries. Now, not only does this cause damage to the cars, but it will often kill the deer. But with that, the deer often die a very slow death, often taking hours after some collisions to die. Not only is it an immediate danger to the people driving, but there's a possibility of second collision with drivers coming down the road and hitting the car that had already been in an accident, or hitting the deer that's been left on the road. Now, not only are deer in danger of being hit by cars, but they're also in danger of starving each other. Now, the normal deer population in Pennsylvania is supposed to be 20 deer for every square mile. But recent studies have shown, especially in urban and suburban areas, there's anywhere from 60 to 100 deer per square mile. This puts the deer population in Pennsylvania anywhere from 1 million to 4 million deer. Now the deer will eat all the plants in the area, the surrounding area, the shrubs. But once they eat all that, they need to build up their fat reserve for the winter, so they try to start eating gardener's plants and domestic plants like that. The problem with these are low in nutrition. Scientists have found that these cause weakened immune systems, weakened skeletal systems, and they do not allow the deer to build up their fat reserve, which then they starve during the winter months. Now, there are many reasons for this overpopulation. One of them is the lack of predators in this area. Other than an occasional coyote, which really can't take down a deer, the only main predators, ironically, cars. Now, the other possibility is, especially in urban and suburban areas, the deer thrive due to it being an edge habitat, which it's part rural fields and forest, which the deer love. They come out and they eat, and they go in the forest to hide. There's also, in a lot of these suburban areas, these major hunting restrictions, which don't allow deer to be properly controlled. Now, one of the other major effects is the effect they have on their own environment. With the deer eating all of the plants, they effectively starve each other. They kill off plants that are native to this area, and they starve other species. Now, according to E.A. Zimmerman, if deer will start eating anything, it has been proven that they'll even start eating baby chicks out of ground nests. The unfortunate thing is that these deer, they don't eat the non-native invasive species that have been brought over from other countries, which after the deer come and eat the native species, these non-native species invade, not allowing the native species to grow, which then kill off the native species. The other problem is that they carry ticks, which have Lyme disease. This Lyme disease can spread to other animals, but it also has the possibility of spreading to humans. Now, according to nature tourism, hunting is proven to be the most effective way of managing deer. Due to the constant regulations from hunting groups and game commissions, such as the use of large amount of orange on vests and hunters, that it is effectively safe. It is the most efficient way of managing the deer population. It is stated by the Pennsylvania Game Commission that over 200,000 deer were taken last year by hunters. The other means they have, such as using a contraceptive to prevent the deer from getting pregnant, is proved to be ineffective, often causing birth defects in the deer if it does not work. Other things like relocation only really moves the problem to other areas for the deer then overpopulate that area, and it also causes the deer trauma. As they're being moved or being caught, they often injure themselves. Now, the other possibility was reintroducing predators, such as trying maybe a mountain lion, but of course this isn't very safe, as they will often, if they do not find food, they might even prey on children, and it's also very costly. This, unfortunately, is one of the possibilities that might happen. If you're driving down the road, it might be a possibility of death. There's just something to think about. Now, overall, Pennsylvania is one of the most overpopulated with deer. It is often that they will be hit by cars because of such urbanization. They will often starve each other because of overeating and overpopulation, eating all the plants. They give diseases to humans that live near them. And the only effective means known is hunting. Thank you. Jack, can I have an open evaluation?
We have a 5 for tape, 5 for time, 3 for paperwork,